Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video. You join us in the class 86 again. We're here at Lancaster and we're going to be heading down to Preston. We got a specific 87. We've got 87 233 Lawrence Olivia. Have I said that correctly? Possibly. But let's hop in. Let's get it set up on the video. So let's see. We'll get these safety systems on. Let's do the DVD first, which is in here somewhere, in the motor room. Love coming in here, it's just like cool. There it is. Let's pop that on. The DVD player. Come back to here, we'll then whack the AWS on. When it wants to. There we go. We're just going down to Preston on this run. This is like the shortest run you can actually do in the 86. So yeah, I thought we'd do it, and hopefully in the next video we'll do another line run. No, none of that instrument light switch. We'll get that on. Not bright, because they're dim. I love how simple these like older trains are. Like modern day trains have all these switches and bits and there's all like digital screens and stuff. You know, these old ones, well, they're not really old, are they? But older trains, I don't know, I prefer sort of the manual switches instead of just a screen like tap tap. Oh yeah, lights on, yeah. Right, do that. Start to forward. Here it starts to sort of warm up now. Really starts to come alive. Get the train brakes off, put the loco brake on. I mean, there, it's like screaming. Cool. Is my keyboard even plugged in? Should be. Hang on, let me make sure my keyboard's... There you go, it is on. No, not that. That. You really can't see those. Yeah, only just the marker lights. Cool. Right, we got about 8 seconds, and then we're due out. So we are fast down to Preston. Top speed is 100. We got the Mark II Fs, I think. Let's get the doors shut. Yeah, Mark II Fs. Oh, the guard's buzzing us. Sorry, mate. Hang on. There you go. And again. Right, 21 miles to Preston, so about 20 minutes. Let's get out of here. That annoys me the way it doesn't go completely into forward on the reverser. Slightly low res textures. And we're off. Every time I come on this route, it's always like an exciting journey. Like, I'm always like excited to start going on here because it's so, I mean, this route is huge and it doesn't really compare to any other routes lengthwise for UK. It's wow. It really is like a mission, and like a fun mission coming on here every time. That's quite slow out of here if I remember correctly. There's a bit of a gradient as well. Rather slow. Look at that though. Beauty. Absolute beauty. As we make our way out of Lancaster and then sort of onto the open stretch. Down to Preston. I must admit, this is probably like the least scenic part of the route between Lancaster and Preston. It's sort of just the straight and fast bit. But still nice to drive on though. Let's get a little photo of our 87. I mean, look at that. What a train. So I don't know, what does everyone prefer though, the 86 or the 87? So we've got to give it a couple of weeks, haven't we, really? Because at the moment we are going to be like, oh, the 86, the 86. But I don't know, actually. Well, yeah, it certainly looks good, but is it as good as the 87? I mean, they're very similar to drive, just the 86 just feels a bit slower. And of course, you've got the 3 windows at the front. But driving-wise, if you can drive the 87, you can drive the 86. It's not much harder. How many miles was it to Preston? 21 miles. It probably actually is about that as well, because it's fairly direct. Just waiting for the tail end to come off of those points. As soon as oh, well, literally quite a short train as well. So we should be able to go up to line speed, which I think at the moment it's about 75. So we'll probably start wiring that up pretty soon. Again, thanks to Dovetail for giving us the key to show this off. It has been awesome so far. Let's do that. But then we knew it would be because it's just trains. Again, this is out today, £19.99, 10 AM consoles, 4 PM Epic Games, 6 PM Steam, British Summer time that is. Again, it won't be everybody's cup of tea, and again it is an 80s loco, or at least it's, you know, on the West Coast man over Shap, so again it won't be everybody's cup of tea, but I mean it's awesome. Really do. I will stream this quite soon. I mean, as of this video going out on my sort of run of early, so I've got time in the evening. So yeah, I'm hoping next couple of nights I can do a stream on this route. Cool. Alright, we can whack that right up. Hopefully the lighting's alright as well. I've got my little lamp on, which is giving that nice glow, but yeah, hopefully it's alright. Again, still sort of getting set up in the new place, so I'm hoping there's slightly less reverb now. Because there's a few other bits and pieces in the room now, a few posters up, so it may sound slightly better now. Up to 100, which is our top speed in the 86. So again, slightly slower than the 87. But then the 86 does more of the cross-country services, which run at a lower speed. Like, you don't see many services from London Euston. Like London Euston to Glasgow, they're all just 87s. Cool. Again, nice to see other 86s out and about. I wonder what they'll do next. Yeah, really looking forward to see what Just Trains do next. Right, let's run that down. Because we are actually being a bit cheeky here. That's a tiny bit of train brake there. Just to nudge us back to 100. We went up to about 101 there. That'll do. Let's zoom ahead. Yeah, not as hilly this part of the route. Look at that. Does put a smile on your face. It's like, wow. I'm quite sad that I don't remember these when they were in action. Like, you got the likes of Tintin. If you haven't checked out Tintin, do go and check him out. Tintin57 on YouTube. Because he's like a local, and he knows, knew these trains when they were in service. So he's a little bit older. Oh, quite a bit. But it must have been good days knowing these trains in action. Same with the 87s and all of the trains on this route. Must have been good times. Got 95. Lovely. Sort of lost speed again. I'm just going to run it up a little bit. Try and get to sort of... I can't remember if we're going downhill or uphill. I think we're going downhill here. Most of the way down to Preston. Let's keep it how it is at the moment. That should be alright. Yeah, 95's alright. Gives us a bit of cushioning. And again, not a hard train to drive. Like it, you know, when you look at it, you think, oh my god, that's going to be really hard to drive. Not really. I mean, the key thing to know is when you run it up, don't bother looking at the HUD, because the HUD I always it's like on the class 101, the UK one, with the gears on the HUD, confusing. I always like to use the the train instruments. Makes it a lot easier. So yeah, as long as you don't get the little, was it the ammeter? As long as you don't get that into red, you're right. If you get it into red, then there's going to be issues. So basically, yeah, just make sure that doesn't go into the red when you're powering up, and that's all you got to do. It's easy. And if you can drive the 87, you have a field day with this train. With its tri-window at the front. Even playing this is making me want to do the 87 as well. Maybe at the end, if I remember, we'll spawn in the 87 next door to the 86, just so you can get like a proper sort of look at each. Oh, that was a bit of a bump to the side. Yeah, at the end, if I remember, maybe we'll go into one of the yards and we'll spawn the 86 and the 87. So you can get sort of a good look at each loco. But yeah, driving wise, they're pretty similar. It's just this one's slightly slower than the 87. So don't worry, you know, say if you've got this route, you've got the 87, you're good with the 87. Don't worry about the 86. If you can drive the 87, you can drive the 86. Cool. So we've got about, what, 10 minutes to Preston? Again, this is sort of the easy part of the route. The speed doesn't really change. It's 100 or 110 all the way. It's easy. Yeah, hopefully for the next video will be another, maybe I'll do a line run, but I'll split it into 2 or 3, depending on how long it is. Just when we, well, get to do it through the Lake District again, through the actual bit of the Lake District. Hopefully my audio, yeah, I think so. Cool, yeah, it should be alright. That's a good question. To anyone who knows the driving behaviour of this loco, would you set the well, we have to in a second, but would you set the master controller to, or the power controller to off? As someone said for the 47, or quite a lot of the diesel locos, don't set the throttle to off, just keep it in on. You know, even if you're braking or whatever, just have it in on. So we have got a neutral section coming up, that'll be in about a mile's time. So when we go through the, well, for neutral section you just need to make sure that you're run down and you're in off. So what you'll see, you see the little L and H, the L for line, there we go, it's gone, and it's gone back on. That was the neutral section. Especially as the power dips out for a second and then comes back on. But if you're still in power, it will blow the circuit, so you have to press the top left button there, the train overload button, which then just sort of restarts the circuit. So don't panic if you all of a sudden lose power after a neutral section. All you've got to do, set everything to off, and then just press the top left button, and that's it. It will come back on, or should do. About 90. Let's get another flyby shot of this beauty. Nice mix of intercity and BR Blue. So run it up again. I think there is another neutral section before Preston, or is there? Potentially. See, this bit I don't really have any sort of markers for. Like for Oxenholme, Penrith, I sort of know when I'm coming up to them. Preston, well, really, yeah, it's just there's a speed board. I think it's a 95 speed board on like a straight. That's all. That's like my own. Oh, actually, hang on. No, tell a lie. The motorway. There's a motorway just north of Preston. So there's probably some sort of ring road or bypass. That's sort of your marker for Preston. Like you're coming up to it. So I can't see. Even though I have not driven this route, or we haven't really driven it much, I've still got those visual reminders, so I can just about remember. And really, the only thing to remember on this route, if you want to do it HUDless, when you go up towards Oxenholme, that sort of way, even if just stay at 80. 80, 85, 80. I think 80 is the lowest limit. Yeah, I think 80 is the lowest limit on the main line. So if you're not really too sure, just come down to 80 and just leave it at that. Until you see it go up again, up to 100 or whatever. It's not the hardest route to do HUDless. I know it's 90 odd miles, but most of it is just 100 miles an hour, 110 miles an hour. Is this the motorway coming up? Might be the motorway. I mean, that would, time-wise, it should almost be there. No, not just yet. Running that up. Cool. Oh, there's the motorway. Yes, this is the motorway here. So I suppose that's probably some sort. In fact, let's have a look on Google Maps. What is that road? I mean, obviously it's a motorway, but what is what motorway is it? The M6 maybe? I don't know. Does that run through there? Oh, my computer's actually being quite slow. That's not a good thing. Well, it's the internet's being slow. Maybe Google's down. That's weird. Anyway, let's slow down. We do need to slow down. $95 there, and then it's like it's 80 next or something. Just trying to load up Google Maps, but it's not liking me yet. There you go. There's a bit of a blip of the connection. As we multitask here. Preston. That is. Hang on, no. What is that? The M55. I think that yeah. Yeah, the M55. I think that is. Which goes from Preston over to Blackpool. Which actually I think follows the old railway line as well. I feel like we might have sped there a little bit, but I was looking at Google Maps. That was around 35. Yeah, coming into Preston, that was a nice little sprint. Again, you'll see plenty more of the 86. There's the 35. It's going to be platform 4 again. If it is, we're like straight in. Yeah, platform 4. So we don't have to slow down to 25. DSD and AWS at the same time. Ooh, nasty. And again, if you do enjoy this route, there is another route by Just Trains, Blackpool Branches, which goes the other way out of Preston. Goes down to Ormskirk and then off to Blackpool. Another good one to take a look at. Here we are. So one of the main platforms, this one. Right, try not to spat. No TPWS back here, then, so don't need to worry about that. It's like using the loco brake at a really low speed. Gives you a lot more control. It's actually quite a nice stop. Well, this is Preston. That wasn't too bad at all, was it really? That was quite good. We got a buffet on this one. I think it's only a local service. Yeah, Lancaster to Birmingham, so that's not really that far. Not really far enough to warrant a buffet, I suppose. Someone's been in the toilet for a while. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Oh yeah, we'll spawn the 86 and 87 together, so you can see that. That was cool. That was actually perfect. That literally was a perfect run. Were we on time as well? Yeah, we were on time. Well, we were on a minute behind. Right, return to free roam. Let's quickly get out of here before the train sets off without us. Right, I want to look quickly over here. Right, let's spawn in the 86 and the 87. So 86. Let's go for the blue one, yeah. Go for the blue. Pop that in there. And then we'll do the 87 blue as well. There's a blue one, isn't there? 87 blue. Blue. Light engine. Light engine. Spawn. Unless you fit together. Oh, there we go. There we go. So there's the 86 and there's the 87, which I suppose is sort of the successor to the 86. So you see this one's got the high intensity lamp or headlight, whereas this one doesn't. So this one's a bit more like the 47 of the front. So this is cleared to go up to 110. Oh, that one's 100. But yeah, that is going to be it. Actually, let's look at the cab differences. Yeah, so this is the 87 cab. So yeah, so you've got the different tape on there, slightly bigger gauges I think as well. So there's the 87 cab, picture that, take a mental snapshot. And we'll come across into the 86. Yeah, so I think it's slightly smaller gauges, there's a few more switches, obviously it's a little bit older. But yeah, that is going to be it, everybody. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it. Links can be found in all of the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Thanks to Dovetail for giving us the key to show it off. Apart from that, yeah, that's it. UK Departure Board affiliate link with the 5% off coupon. See you all and take care. Bye, guys.